So I'm sick. And that is not a nice thing, to be sick. And it's especially not nice when you tend to be a huge crybaby, like I do. Whenever I get sick, I become the biggest crybaby on planet Earth and Mother Earth has ever seen. I feel immensely sorry for myself, and I'm convinced inherently that nobody ever suffered as much as me. Which I know is completely bullshit, but that's just how I am when I'm sick. I'm not a joy to be around. And that's that. So the last 2 days I've been officially just lying in bed, feeling shitty and crappy. I still do feel not my best, and my ears are starting to get worse. But I decided that we're gonna try to look for the positive side of things, because yesterday my fiance took advantage of me. We were both sick in bed, and he made me watch the whole presidential debate, which is, it's not even my business at the end of the day, but I sat through this really horrible thing of two old people yelling at each other and having no decency and being very rude and not actually talking a lot. I really get taken away. Also, I think there's like a wasp nest right above my window, because standing here at the window right now, there's so many wasps coming and going that it's very suspicious. Anyhow, so I feel everything is so dark and mean and stupid that we should try to be more positive. So let's look for the positive things. Yes, I'm sick. That sucks. But on the good side, I don't have to work because I'm sick. I'm on sick leave for the next days. And you know, I do love my job per se. I love what I do. I hate just everything that comes with it. Really. And I don't want to go too much into details, because then this trying to see the positive, and you know, it won't work. But so yeah, at the moment I'm so frustrated with everything that comes with my job, that actually being sick at home and just suffering in your bed for days feels like a better option than having to go there. That is sad. I have to find a way out. Alright, so positive, I don't have to work. And I know this is a weak positive, which is only a positive currently because I'm so unhappy with my job situation in general. Normally that wouldn't make a good positive. And another positive in the negative of being sick is that I finally have the opportunity to try out a alternative healing thing that I always wanted to try out, but I never came around to try out, and that is putting hot onions in a sock on your ear when you have like an ear infection, or you feel like there might be an ear infection. And that's, long story short, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a sock, I'm gonna get an onion, I'm gonna boil some water and then heat up the onion. And after that is done, put the onion on my ear for 20 minutes and judge if that did anything good. And I thought I might take you along with me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sure it's a wasp nest. Like, there's so many wasps. Let's I don't know if you can see. Ooh. You know, that is there. And they keep flying in and out. There, and again, so weird. So after setting up, so I did set up our water to boil because you have to steam the onions somewhat in a water bath. And then I realized that I only have one other pot, which is dirty. I used it to warm up some chicken soup, which is, as you can tell, my default meal at the moment. So before I can do anything fun with my ears and with onions, I have to clean up and clean the pan, the pot. So that's what I'm about. And if you're wondering how come you only have 2 pots, because that's all, I have a strict policy. So here's the thing, you know, I really dislike cluttered kitchens. I dislike when there is too many shit piling up. And I see the trend with people that they go and buy bread making machines and rice cookers, and they have the additional shit and bullshit, and all the shelves are full. Why do I have fruit flies? I really have an insect problem throughout my whole apartment. Long story short, I dislike clutter in the kitchen. I think stick to a small assortment of necessities. That way you will always have an organized and clean kitchen over buying kitchen supplies that you end up never using them, because let's face it, you're a lazy person, you don't like to cook, you're getting fat because you order a lot of takeout food. That's at least the case with me. Okay, the water is getting way too hot and I'm nowhere near to having actually started. I feel like a YouTuber already. I already feel the pressure of delivering, and I know that there is actually no one anticipating this video and maybe even gonna watch this video, so why do I stress out? I don't know. I think it's perfectionist in me. Alright, let's do some cleaning. It looks worse on camera than it's in real life. I swear. It's just because I didn't clean out the wash dishes yet, okay? That's the only reason it looks so messy. Normally my kitchen is not that messy. Anyhow, I'm gonna clean the pot now. There, you wanna watch me? Watch me go, watch me nay. That actually is kind of hard, putting in the right temperature here. Oh, yeah, that's how I want it, 43 degrees. 44, oh yay. It feels very vulnerable doing the dishes on camera, not gonna lie. It feels like everybody is gonna comment on like, this is not clean enough, yada yada. You know what? It just needs to be clean enough. Clean enough for our steak. There you go. We're gonna let this one dry. And now we're gonna go and prepare the actual highlight. I mean, who? Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy watching me? I don't know. So that's an onion, that's what we need. And that is the sock we're gonna need. And you might ask why I chose this sock. Two reasons. First, I don't know where the other matching sock is, so there's that. And second, I think it's an ugly sock. I mean, red and blue, for me personally, don't necessarily go together all that well. I know people try to make me believe that they work together perfectly, but I don't think they do. I think color combinations that always work are blue and green, blue and yellow, like the complementary, like just follow the color circle, like really. I don't think too much about what colors go together. So here we got an onion. I'm not sure if we could even use this actually, because we're not gonna eat it, but we're gonna throw this away. And then we just want to cut those, from what I understood, we want to cut those into, nah, don't worry, we're not gonna eat it, so it's fine. Let's pretend that never happened. So we're just gonna make big chunks. I feel that should be fair enough. Nice thing is, I really can, my nose is so blocked. Oh, yeah, the last bit I smelled, but before that, no. It's actually nice having some sensation of smell in your nose. Actually really is. So we got it into big chunks, and now we just gonna fill the sock. Because we're clever, we're gonna do this, and I'm pretty sure people are making fun of me. Is that really a thing? Does this really work? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. At this point, I would do anything because my ears really hurt. Not hurt, but I'm sensitive to whenever I get the feeling that I don't hear well. It makes me crazy. So now we're gonna take the pod, put it there, unhook the camera from the charging cable, put our sock in the pod, put this small pot on top of a big pot, turn the heat up, and now I guess we wait until the onions warm, and then we put it on our face and wait for 20 minutes to see what's happening. I think I'm gonna put it on my left ear because it feels worse than my right one. It feels as if I dived and I have a huge amount of water still in my ears. It's like when you went to the pool and you did a lot of diving and then your ears blocked. That's how it feels like. So not painful, but fucking annoying. So let's hope that the onion does its trick. I'm an impatient person, but I guess we have to wait a bit on this one. I figured since we have to wait, I'm gonna clean out my dishwasher. That feels awkwardly loud. So any one of you seen the debate? Anyone was shocked by how impolite both of them were? I mean, I was shocked I'm shocked and surprised that Biden didn't look like a complete loser and sound like granddad. He looked actually awake at times. And I mean, for Trump, I mean, what can you see much, like, what can you say? The fun thing is that my fiance is actually, I don't want to say a Trump supporter, but he does not hate Trump, which is okay. I just like that we all go into extremes, like it's either right or left. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure there are Republicans that believe in global warming, and I'm pretty sure there are Democrats that would like to have a little less immigration. Just saying, I think it's not black and white, my opinion, but you know. So it was funny to watch the debate with my boyfriend, fiance, whatever you want to call him, because he has very opposing worldviews and opinions to me. But the one thing that even he couldn't deny was that whenever Trump does give an answer, he is extremely vague. Like, the one thing that was really obvious, other than the point that you're fucked, if these two are the best ones you have, you're fucked. But for me it was very clear that Trump was being super vague in whatever answer he gave, whereas Biden was referring to certain laws or persons or things by name and by and Trump would just be like them, they. So vague. You can make anything out of vague statements. So that's why, like, did he? And then it was funny because Trump is quick to catch on. Sometimes when Biden said something super stupid, which would hurt him, you could tell that Trump noted. Like, rewatch the part about race and racism in America, because so Biden, you really fucked it up there. You were on somewhat good street, not looking horrible, because I think, at least for me, you have the reputation of being really bad at debating Trump. You were so, but it really went sour when it came to race. Everything Biden said just did look so or did feel so fake and disgenuine. And I remember there was one moment where Biden talked about race and Trump was just doing like his face giving this micro impression of like, boy, you just fucked up and you don't even know. So yeah, I think they're both clowns. I'm worried for the American people. I'm worried for anyone at the moment. I'm so depressed and sad, which I think has to do a lot with being sick, but also with the general state of the world. Because you look left, you look right. It feels all very bad. It feels like people are just being mean to be mean. At least for me, it does. And yeah, so these things often worry me. They make me sad. Watching the debate made me feel. Here's the fun thing, all right? I'm pretty sure you can tell by the accent I have that I'm not American or native English speaking. So I could care less about the debate in presidential elections in the US. I could. But there's an element to them, and I know this sounds, I don't mean to be offensive in a time where everyone is offended by everything, so get over it. I don't mean to be offensive. But watching what is going on in the US with Trump and those, like, it's almost like trash TV addiction. You're watching it and you're just like, that's so absurd. That can't be real, right? Them Americans. And it's a guilty pleasure, and it's a dangerous one, because if we're being 100% honest, we are not doing any better in Europe. No, we ain't. Our politicians are just as fucked up and corrupt as anywhere else. And we have the false sensation of security because we're doing better than the US. But let's face it, shit is bad, lobbyism is real everywhere. Like, we are all in the same boat and it feels like it's sinking. It's sinking, people. We're debating whether to wear a mask or not. Like, is that even debatable? For me, it ain't. Granny gonna die. Do you want a granny die? No, gonna wear a mask until we have a solution. Or a vaccine or something, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. Actually, I start to feel very exhausted. Very exhausted. Hot. Steamy. I can start to smell onions. I start to smell onions, so I guess my sock is gonna get ready. Let me just do this real quickly. And then let's see how the sock is doing, shall we? Are you excited? Are you excited yet? I know that was no proper hand washing, okay? It was just to... I don't know what that was. So, what is our sock doing? Boiling. Alright. It doesn't feel warm. How is this supposed to be warm? Like, if I'm... Maybe if I put a lid on top, but it's not warm. I mean, I don't have forever. I have not so much. So I tested it out. It is still not really hot. I put a lid on, and I had to put on the circulation because it's getting super misty in here, you know. Like, see. Whoop. Yeah, that's how about we're gonna get for today. Wear a wrapper though. Make sure that it looks like this for you. Okay. Wrap it. If you take anything from today, put a wrapper on it. Cover it. Cover your dongus, cover your mouth. It's that simple. Alright, I think I'm gonna take the sock now. Because I'm decided, I think it took me almost an hour now. No, that's not true. Maybe half an hour. I don't remember when I started, but it should be fair enough. It should be warm enough. And I'm gonna take actually the water that we use to make this. Heiß. I'm gonna take this water that's boiling down here to treat myself to a nice mug of Citrusan, which my boyfriend or fiance, whatever you want to call him, gave me, which is like hot lemon, which is some painkiller, some vitamin C, all them good shit. And I'm gonna drink this, put the ear on my sock, or other way around, whatever works best. And then I'm gonna treat myself to an episode of, I don't know, some bullshit YouTuber I'm watching, even though I'm getting progressively annoyed with the website and the censoring. Like, it's worse than China being on YouTube, really. Maybe I'm also gonna watch a movie. Since I'm falling sick, I like watching movies again, which is nice. The last movie I watched was Young Victoria, actually. So many nice costumes. Yeah, maybe I'm watching a movie. Anyhow, gonna put the sock on my ear now before it gets cold, and all the effort was for nothing. So that's me putting on Netflix. It's loading. I know, cutesy happened, and we're all not sure if we should still use Netflix. I know. That's all I can say about that matter, regarding that matter. Yeah, and that's my sock on my ear. I have to say, it feels very nice. It feels very nice to have this here. Like, it's actually, it's I say actually a lot now. I want to avoid saying actually. It's quite warm. I'm surprised because it felt like it didn't take up any heat, and so far so good. And now I'm picking a movie. Shall we go for award-winning for documentaries? Oh, documentaries are always nice. The last time I took one out of the independent movies. Now we're gonna go for a wild. No, not anime. That's not me. I'm not an anime girl. Other than Death Note, no anime for me. Thank you. There's some nice anime. Come on, I want award-winning. I'm gonna choose from the category award-winning movies. Be right back. Okay, alright. 2 minutes and 51 seconds into the new movie, I can officially say that the onions are cold. All that work, and they are cold already. But I really feel like they're doing something. I don't know what, but it feels like my ear is getting free again. So I feel like maybe there's some antiseptic bullshit in there. I will look it up more, but I am happy with how it feels and the effect it has. I'm unhappy about how quickly they cool off. So maybe I will have to, look for ways to make the onions stay hotter for longer. But in general, I am positively surprised, I would say. For first try, like, I really might. Yeah, so my ear feels better. That's crazy. Maybe it's also me just inventing stuff. Okay, I ended up choosing the movie. I gotta watch the movie Hater now. Apparently it's a 2020 production. I'm not sure it's in English or not. I never heard about the movie, but something about the title just resonated with me. Well, so much for today. Yeah. Thank you for sticking around, watching me prepare an onion sock. I feel like we all learned a bit today. And I am happy that I got the opportunity to have a positive experience in a quite shit day, to be honest. It's a shit day after all. It's just gray outside. The world is depressing as always. And I'm sick, so that was a bit fun. Video cut off. It's a sign. Thank you for sticking around. Have a good day. Stay safe.